Hi, how you doing? How creative are you with your worry? That sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But actually, there's some things in life that I think it's really reasonable for us to worry about. But actually, a lot of us are making up worries for ourselves as well. We're like creating worries that almost will never ever come to pass, or there's such a slim chance of them ever happening that we're just causing ourselves angst and panic by imagining bad things that we know probably will never happen. My middle son was telling me the other day that he had a conversation with his mate at school about swimming pools, because they've both watched the movie Jaws and they were both in agreement with each other that even when they go in a swimming pool they start to imagine that there's a shark under the water. They were saying particularly if they're playing on floats or inflatables before they kind of plunge into the water, both of them have the same thought in their brain that there might be a shark there that's going to gobble them up. And I said to my son, you know there's not sharks in swimming pools, don't you? And he was like, yeah, part of my brain knows that, but another part of my brain really worries that there just might be. And it's like an imaginative fear, isn't it? It's like a creative fear and a creative worry that we're creating for ourselves. Do you do this in life? Because I know I used to. I used to wander around in life and at times almost create fears, like put things into life that just aren't there or are probably unbelievably unlikely to ever be there. All sorts of worries and fears that were only going on in my own head, not in reality. And actually, do you know what? Life does hand us enough stuff to worry about without us making up our own worries and fears, without adding to it, without being creative with our worry. It's something that we just need to drop. Because what happens to us is when we're creating a worry, when we're creating a fear, our body goes through the same process. We feel all the same emotions that we would if that thing was really happening. We need to stop doing it, because life's got enough worries of its own without us creating these fears. And actually, do you know what? I think it's just an habitual thinking. I know I've managed to really shift this from my life. I've managed to really change it. I've managed to not project huge fears into life and huge worries that just aren't there. And one of the ways I've done that is whenever I notice that happening to myself is just bring myself back to the present moment and ask myself, what's happening right now? Let me deal with what's happening right now. Let me deal with the facts of the situation and not project anything in there that doesn't need to be there. Because I don't need more worry, more angst in my life. I don't need to be panicking around things that don't even exist. It's like worrying about monsters under your bed. They're not there. We don't need to be projecting fears into our own lives. Don't create sharks in swimming pools. It's not good for you. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.